Welcome back. In this video, I quickly want to show you something about null safety, some examples of null safety and how you can use null safety in your Flutter projects. Now, if you haven't seen the previous videos, kindly watch that because those are the foundations of this video. So without any further delay, let's get started. So here you can see I got my cute little void main method. So what I'll do, I'll simply say here int data. Right. Now if I try to print my data, alright, let's say print data, you can see you will be getting a runtime error which will be saying a nullable local variable must be assigned before it is used. That is, we cannot use we cannot do something with our data. Now what I'll do, I'll say my data is nullable. I'll declare my data to be nullable by adding a small question mark. What this question mark will be telling Dart compiler that right now the data can be null, but in future it will have some value. So to demonstrate that, if I run our command dart run main.dart, you can see you will be getting a value of null. That's because we haven't assigned any data. Now this thing is equivalent to this thing, right? If I run it one more time, you will be getting the same value again. And if I remove the following question mark, you can see you will be getting the following error that a value of null cannot be assigned to a type of integer. If I simply say a variable data is equal to null, the error will be gone. And if I run it out, I will be getting the same value which will be null. So whenever you are declaring a data with a specific data type, make sure you add a question mark by telling the Dart compiler that the following integer or the following string can be null for now, but in future it will be having some value. So right now what I can do, I can simply say data is equal to some data, right? And if I try to print data, if I try to print it out, initially I will be getting a null value because we have declared our data to be null. If I remove it out, you can see you will be getting data to be null, and later at the second line you will be getting some data back, right? So what null safety does, null safety removes the danger of putting out a null value under a compiler under our project. Right, now this is a small example. Now let's try to navigate and use our null safety more and more. So right now you can see I have declared my string with a question mark data. So now with the help of this question mark, we are able to determine that the following data can be null. Right now it is null, but in future it may hold some value. So the basic difference is nothing but simply you manipulate your variable to be nullable. That is, you simply assign all of your variables to be nullable. So whenever you are not sure or not confirmed if your variable declaration will have some value or not, simply add a question mark and make it nullable. If I remove the following question mark, you can see the following data is not assigned, its value is null, and it will be giving us a compilation error, right? So if I remove this thing, the error will be gone because we are assigning some value here. But whenever we try to print or we try to manipulate the nullable data, we will be getting an error. So to remove that, we add a following question mark, and if I run it out, I will not be getting any error, but the null value will be printed up, right? So this is something known as null safety. This is the basic definition of how you can tackle null safety issues, that is null error issues, with the help of this question mark. Right, after this there is a special keyword under null safety which is also known as late. So here I'll simply say late integer n2 just like this. Now if I try to print my n2, you can see the local variable don't have any value, it may be unassigned. So you can also use the following late keyword to tell the Dart compiler that the following value of int n2 will have some late initialization. That is, it will be having the data to be filled in the future, not right now. Now there are different type of null safety operators that we can explore. So to explore that, this is a late keyword, this is the basic null safety. So right now what I can do, I can use an operator known as double question mark or dot coalescing operator. So let's try to explore an operator known as dot coalescing. So to do that, what I can do, I can say a nullable string, let's say my name. Let's say my name is a nullable string. And what I can do, I can say variable output is equal to my name. If it is null, then simply say some default value, right? This way we are making sure that the following output is not null. We can also add a data type to be our output to be a string, right? So if I try to print our output, let's say print our output, and we can also use the following command to run it out, and you can see you will be getting a value of some default value because my name is null. But instead of this, you can say it has some value. If I run this thing, you can see you will be getting a small yellow line of VS code that this thing is dead code because the following my name has some values. Still, if I try to run it out, you can see it has some value will be printed out instead of default value. Also, we are getting this warning of operand of null operator, right? So you get it right. If the following value will be null, the following value of the right hand side will be printed up, else if the value has some value, it will be getting printed up, right? What you can also do, you can also use a let operator with it. So let's say let string this. So this is how Dart colons operator will be working out. Now you can also use this Dart colons operator with if else statement, but I want to clip all the following chapters to be clean and self-dependent, also dependent over the previous tutorials. So you haven't seen anything about if else operator and etc and etc. So I will be explaining the for loops, if loops, while loops and etc with null safety. Till then, pay attention to what is null safety, how you can use it null safety in your own way, in your own projects, and I'll see you in the next one.